This is help with the negative exponents property. So the first problem I'm going to look at, I have 3 raised to the negative first power. Now I can simplify this in my calculator, and when I type it in, 3 to the negative first, I use this caret key, gives me 0.3 repeating, which if you remember is the same as 1/3. So essentially what happened was, this 3 was not happy since it was raised to the negative first exponent, so we moved the 3 to the denominator. The exponent became a positive 1. We don't need to necessarily write that though. And we put a 1 in the numerator just as a placeholder so we can write our fraction. Similarly, if I were to give you 1 over 3 to the negative first power, this negative first power, the entire term needs to be moved, in this case up to the numerator, and when we simplify everything, we're left with 3 to the positive first power. Although again, you don't need to write that positive 1. And those would be your answers. So now if we look at a few with variables, same thing occurs. I have a to the negative 5th power. This does not want to be in the numerator. It's going to move to the denominator, and this problem simplifies to be 1 over a to the positive 5th power. Remember, the 1 needs to be there just as a placeholder, and my negative exponent becomes a positive exponent. But that's the answer for that problem. If I look at my 1 over b to the negative 2, negative 2 tells me move this up to the numerator, and when it's simplified, I'm left with b to the positive 2 power as the answer. Things get a little bit more complicated when we have more than one number in the term. If I look at my 2d to the negative 4th power, d is the only thing being raised to the negative 4th power. The 2 technically is being raised to the first power. So the 2 is perfectly happy where it is. It's going to stay. D to the negative 4th power moves to the denominator. It becomes d to the positive 4th. And that would be that problem simplified. When I look at my 2 over 3c to the negative 5, only c is being raised to the negative 5th power. 3 is being raised to the first power, it stays. 2 is being raised to the first power, so it should stay as well. So now I have a 2 in the numerator, a 3 in the denominator. C moves up to the numerator and becomes raised to the positive 5th power, which is the answer to that problem.